So we're back. We're back in Las Vegas, and this is November
2nd.
2nd. Damn.
I know.
This time of year reminds me so much of being done with the Olympia, and I think it was actually the high points of my years.
Really?
Because I would just always done well or won the Olympia for most of my career, right? And then I was like, I had a vision, and this was kind of the relaxation time. So I know what all the guys are doing right now. They're transitioning out, except for the ones that are competing still. Like Lucas is competing today or tomorrow. That did the Mr. Olympia.
Yeah.
We had him on the channel.
Yeah.
So this time of year was the time where we kind of regrouped, and I had my sights set on the next year, or if I was doing the Arnold, or, you know, the list from the Arnold comes out, I think after, when's it come out? Before Christmas or after Christmas?
I don't know. Right around that time, December, yeah.
Well, we already know Big Rami's doing it, and
Sean,
if he's allowed to compete.
well, I guess it's a done deal. Like it's officially announced by the Arnold people.
Yeah, I don't know what
So
I didn't know if he was if there was a restriction or not, but we'll see about that. But
yeah.
so anyway, so I just took a trip to Mass. I promoted alongside with Steve Weinberger, Bev Francis, and their crew over there, the last NPC show of the year that I'm involved in, which was the New England's huge success. I told you, I called you, I said the bodybuilding side was massive.
Yeah.
I mean, they had 12 guys in heavyweights, 12 guys in the light heavies.
Damn.
It was one of the best ones I've seen all year.
So bodybuilding is not dead.
I should have brought you out there to interview those guys.
Oh my God, that would have been great.
You know,
next year maybe.
But it was a success. You know, it was around Halloween. Got to spend some time with my family. Went back to my brother's farm. It's so funny. I posted, you know, the concrete truck. I don't know if you saw my stories.
I loved it.
No pigs though this time.
How come?
Because he slaughtered the pigs. They're gone. He said
all of them?
Said they were a pain in the ass in the winter. So yeah, there was 20 last time.
Damn.
So he's just got the cows, and he's down to like 36 cows right now.
How many did you have at one point?
60 something.
Jeez.
So, but you know, he's short on hands. You know, my dad's not able to function doing that stuff now. My dad's kind of, he was in good spirits though, but
yeah, you look good.
He has less hands, but it was awesome to be back. And when I posted that video, everyone's like, man, we know where you come from. After following my stuff, you know, the people that are following the channel now understand my personality because they can relate. It's amazing to me how many people grew up on a farm.
Really?
Yeah. Amazing. Like, so many people can relate to it.
Yeah. I can't picture you on the farm. It's so funny.
Dude, it's so crazy because isn't it funny when you meet someone when they're in their element?
Yeah.
And people see me as like, you know, the people that do meet me think of me as like a guy that's reached the status quo of being the best, right?
Yeah.
But if they saw where I came from.
I know. Farm boy, that's
you know what I mean?
That's so awesome.
It's like one of those stories, like, you know, I came from the bottom. And,
from rags, yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
We worked our asses off to get to this, and it makes you appreciate everything so much more. You know, Angie jokes and calls me cheap and stuff, you know. But
you know the value of $1 still today, and that's great.
Well,
I think.
You know, Dave, you see me spend money.
Yeah.
And I've, you know, listen,
But you don't waste.
You don't waste. You know, I waste money. I buy cars. I buy, you know, expensive clothes and shoes, and
I wouldn't call that wasting.
I mean, but I try to live comfortable at my age now. That's the difference. Is my perspective on how I vision things is a lot different at 46 than at 26, because I realize now I'm in a very comfortable spot, and I know the flow of everything, and I know how I've kind of set myself up, you know, people look at success and they look at what's there today. But the truth is my success, the way I have it set up and safely, is going to be more rewarding later for me with the way I've been able to, create more income for me as I get older.
Yeah.
And we talk about that, and as you know, health is the most important thing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you have to be able to live it. And that today, like, that's why I get up and I walk every morning. I may talk about for my mind, but I'm staying on top. I train. You called me yesterday. I was training.
Yeah.
And I'll get up and have a great breakfast. I have a 10 o'clock Cutler Club Close conference today, so I did get up a little later today.
Bankers.
You know what it is? I didn't sleep much the night before.
Oh, okay.
I slept 3 hours.
That's usually the first text I get from you in the morning. Bankers.
Yeah, that's my hello. How you doing?
Yeah.
So let me talk about a little bit about. So when I finish the Olympia every year, I do all the guest spots and all the hype. It sinks in like, all right, you're the champion, or I was second, because that was most of my career, right?
Yeah.
But I was also relieved because I didn't have the stress looming over me of, it's TikTok down, counting down.
Did that stress you out?
It stressed me out, Dave, and I get the question all the time, do I miss it? Do I miss competing? The truth is, do I miss competing? No. Because of what I just explained, the stress.
Yeah.
The truth is I loved the bodybuilding, like the training aspect and the dieting and, the routine.
The process.
Was 95% of it.
Yeah.
The contest part, remember, you're talking a year, you're talking 16 weeks that I really have to hone in on one show. And let's be real, the last 8 weeks is the real heavy monitoring part, right? You've done shows. So that's when it becomes critical, when every day you're monitoring yourself through the day, you're watching the calories and you're making the adjustments with the cardio. And so if you take that 8 weeks out of 52 weeks of the year, it's a very, very small portion. So for me, like I look at it totally different, where, that's kind of like the contest phase. But I never fell out of the cycle, you understand? So I'm still living. Most people, like, I don't understand someone like a Sean Ray, who we're going to get on the channel, how he just doesn't, like, fell out of training.
Yeah.
How someone like even Dorian Yates, who was even probably had more tunnel vision than I did.
Yeah.
He just fell out for a long time, right? I mean, some people, the injuries make that possible.
I was just going to say that. I think that's, no
but
choice.
But Sean retired healthy. Sean retired.
He just didn't want to do it anymore.
He was just burnt out.
Yeah.
But I respect him a lot because, and I'm going to talk to him about this, because, like, he was a master, and he just said, you know what, I had enough, and he probably could have kept going. Look at Lee Labrada. He never stopped. Look at Rich Gaspari. He never stopped, right?
Yeah.
And Labrada, he retired injury-free.
Yeah.
His family was more important company.
He still looks great.
His kids, like...
Yeah. Hunter.
Amazing. He's training with Patrick Moore. You know that?
In Texas, yeah.
That'd be
training
great
partner.
to get those two.
I would love that, yes. We'd have
so
to
if
go
you
to
guys
Texas.
are watching the channel, we'd love to budget a trip to Texas to see how you guys are doing
awesome.
down there.
I'm sure we could get some interview with Lee also and check him out.
But there's so many stories in bodybuilding in a lot of the roots. I was in Michigan, a couple weeks prior to the Boston show, and that's where Steve Kuklow's from. And
really?
I was talking to people, like, when he was coming up. And remember, he was a national champion. So Steve always had the potential, and they said he put on like 40 pounds in 1 year and just was like the Steve Kuklow we see in a portion of. And I love to hear stories like that, because that's his roots. His mom goes to all the shows, and his mom always comments on my stuff, you know.
Yeah. His dad was at the Olympia.
Yeah, and he came up to me, and you know, I had high expectations for Steve, which he performed.
Yeah.
I would love to see him come up and win it. You know, I love to see these guys that are teens, like the Branch Warrens come up, and
Yeah.
you know, Cormier was a teen champion, and
Yeah.
like all these guys were just so good, man. And it's good to see like where the roots. We talk about the roots of bodybuilding and where it comes from. You know, very few. I mean, I was, you know, referring Brandon Curry. I think he competed his first Olympia in 06. First year I won, and he was last that year. And I remember talking to him backstage, and I think now, like when he looks at someone like me, and he's like, this guy was the champ when I was coming up. I think he kind of respects that. I like what Brandon's doing a lot right now.
Yeah. He's all over.
He's opened a gym. He's in Romania this weekend.
Just to support. Yeah.
Yeah, he's putting the stuff out there on media that needs to be put out there. Whether he's doing it on purpose or if it's just something that's fallen to. His wife's really good at marketing and showing
Brandy. Yeah.
the right side of him.
Yeah.
So he just has having a grand opening for his gym in Tennessee. I'm actually going to go out there for that, I think, as long as my schedule allows it.
Yeah.
It's in January, I think.
Oh God.
So,
Is it cold in January? It's got to be
not
cold.
bad. It's not bad. I mean,
Tennessee.
listen, man, I'm not afraid of the cold, but I still have these high hopes, Dave, of someday owning a place back in where I'm from.
Really?
Yeah, I could see that.
Wow.
Remember, there was a lot of things I like to do outside. I like to snowmobile, I like to snow ski, I like to do all that stuff.
Yeah.
But I have ATVs in the garage. I don't even use them here. So what does that tell you?
Yeah.
I gotta start finding the time.
Yeah.
I miss the days when I can do some of those outside things. It's just my work schedule is just non-stop.
Non-stop.
So today is a good day. I'm off this weekend. Next weekend we have the Legions event.
That's right.
So when is this video going to go live?
Before then, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I will be at the Legions in Long Beach, and you just informed me yesterday. I booked the event. I don't even know if it's on a Sunday. So it's on a Sunday.
Yeah.
So I'll be in the house on Sunday. I'm doing a seminar.
Yep.
I think the seminar's at like 3.
It's your first time, right, to do Legions?
Yeah. First time. It used to be the free.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I'll be there. And hopefully we're going to get some collaborations. I have a few things on the list.
Be great.
We got to reach out. It just really depends on how long I stay, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't travel after that, which is kind of nice.
Oh, you're off for a little bit?
I'm
Okay.
off, yeah.
Good.
I'm off a bit.
You need to.
So it'll be kind of a good time to chill. But I like a lot of the comments on the channel.
You've been reading, yeah?
Yeah.
Good.
And I like the way that people are kind of reacting to stuff.
Yeah. We get some good viewers. We get some good people on there. And a lot of the same people, you know, so they're loyal, you know.
Yeah. I got to see Jose when I was in Boston.
You did? The Muffin Man?
Yeah.
How is
Remember,
he
I
doing?
was supposed to do the grand opening for the gym on the Sunday.
Right.
Just not ready yet, though.
Oh.
He's doing well.
Oh,
He
good.
was talkative. You know, Sarah Cutler. you
Yeah.
know, Carrie's sister came to see me
I love her. Yeah.
with
The kids.
her son. The daughter didn't come.
Wow.
And you know, he was so excited to come see me, and you know, it's kind of good to see her. I hadn't seen her in a lot of years.
God, I knew her when she had no kids.
Yeah. She's into CrossFit now.
like your sister.
Yeah, they're all like workout fiends.
Wow.
You know, Carrie's working out hard. So if you guys that know that my ex-wife Carrie, who was in a lot of videos,
Yeah.
she's doing really amazing. She's working hard.
She's
we converse quite a bit. So
she's a machine now.
yeah, she's kind of the leader of the pack over at her gym. She's got like a little small gym that they all work out at.
Yeah.
And she's on all the supplements. She loves the Prevail pre-workout.
Yeah, she loves it.
But we're good friends, and I know a lot of you guys ask about her. And you know, from day one, there was never any issues
Yeah.
with our friendship. You know,
Yeah.
just grew apart.
Yeah.
I mean, it happens in relationships, and you know, we never had children. We never really wanted any, so it was one of those things. In '05, she got pregnant, but she miscarried, and then I won the Olympia, and it kind of sidelined all that stuff. But you know, people that keep asking or commenting like, "When are you gonna have kids?" Or, you know, that's not my goal. Really, I mean, at my age now, I don't really plan on having children. Your kids are all grown up.
All grown up. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Youngest
What-
one
what's
is
the youngest
16.
one?
16, yeah.
16.
Oldest one's 25. So.
Dude,
I'm old. Do you remember before I was about to have him, and I told you that.
remember when you're like, hey, I'm gonna adopt the kids,
Yeah.
and you're like, well, I'm gonna take 4. I'm like, what?
From 0 to 4.
Like, I'm like, holy shit, dude, how are you gonna do that? You know?
I don't know how I did it. It's
And,
one day at a time, I guess.
So now a lot of them moved out, right?
Yeah.
How many have moved out?
2 moved out, and I got 2 at home.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm pretty much done.
Yeah, I remember I used to go stay with Mark Dugdale and his
Little girls.
you know?
Oh yeah.
And they were so little. You
I
know, now I'm
know.
looking at the pictures,
They're
and
adults.
they're all grown up, man.
It's crazy.
I wonder if Mark watches our stuff. Mark Dugdale, shout out to you, man, if you watch the stuff. If anyone knows Mark,
He's awesome.
send him this video, because, you know, he invited me into his house when I used to guest appear up there. And, you know, I slept in the kid's bed.
Really?
Yeah, it was like 300 pounds.
In Washington?
One of the daughter's beds. Yeah.
He's in Washington, yeah.
He had a beautiful home there. And,
He does really well for himself. He's got
they
the
had
produce company.
He had a produce
yeah.
business, I think, his family.
Yeah.
But he's such a good man. You know?
He is.
He's still training hard. I still see him
He's in
training.
shape still, yeah.
When are we going to see him come back in the 212s, Mark?
I would love to do an interview with him and his wife, Christina. She's awesome too.
Yeah, for big support system. And I think that's what you need in bodybuilding. But, you know, this video is going to be about the roots, I think. About, you know,
Yeah.
talking about the roots, because I did talk about that quite a bit in the past, which I tend to do with a lot of these videos. But, you know, make sure you guys comment or mention below if you've met me anywhere at these places, or, you know, farm people, please comment below. I'd like to see you guys that grew up on the farm and can kind of understand my logic.
Yeah.
I mean, we ate from the farm, and you know, I remember my brother used to grow a lot of vegetables. He doesn't anymore. Everyone gets busy, but
Wow.
I remember I used to look forward to, oh my God, my brother's cucumbers and
Really?
yeah, tomatoes. And
Wow.
I mean, I was telling Angie when we were driving down 140, like on the street my mom lives, you've been there.
Yep.
I used to sell corn right there on the side of the road for $5.
You had a corn business?
I used to have a little corn stand,
Oh, no way.
and I would sell ears of corn, you know.
How old were you?
I was probably 10 or 11, I think.
Oh, geez, that's awesome.
So I'd sit out there, and, you know, people would stop, and, you know, Dave, it's just crazy because, you know, everyone had cash. There was no credit cards then.
Yeah.
So everyone would be just like, all right, here's $1 or two, and I'm trying to think how much I made an hour. I think I made like $2 an hour or something.
That's not bad for 10
selling corn.
when you're 10 years old.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money then. Then what would you do money?
I mean,
would you pick up the corn yourself and then go sell it?
Yeah, I would pick the corn during the day and I'd sell it in the afternoon.
Dude.
So, you know, that's how we used to pick the corn, bro.
Yeah.
The old man used to drive the tractor through the field, and we'd grab the corn and husk, and we'd throw them in the trailer. It was like a big bin.
That sounds like fun.
And then we'd sell it. We'd bag it up and do like half a dozen.
Nice.
People would just, in the summertime, bro, that's what we did. We ate a lot of corn.
I love corn.
It was amazing. But that's life of a farmer.
Wow. I
You
love
guys
those stories.
understand.
Yeah, I love those stories. Well, I don't. I never lived on the farm and stuff, so it's kind of funny
Yeah,
to
it was
for me.
awesome, man. What an upbringing, you know?
Yeah.
I realize now, living out here, how precious that was to me.
Yeah.
At the time, you don't think it's that favorable.
Well, it's just your life. You don't know any better.
I remember when I went to Wachusett, when I went to my high school, and all the kids would go away. Even Carrie at the time when we were dating would go to Myrtle Beach for spring break, and I was working. You know, I'm like, why do all the other kids get to go on vacation? I don't get to go anywhere.
Yeah.
You know, my parents were separated, so my parents weren't together. So that was a little difficult too. You know, we didn't have the whole family together all the time. You know, my mom was living in a separate place. But man, going back, you know, I'm writing a book. I told you that.
Yeah.
So my mom's kind of doing some interviewing for that.
Oh, nice.
Like the early years. I'm going back to like when I was born.
Oh, that's gonna be great.
I wish my dad was able to remember a lot of stuff. You know? But unfortunately, it's what happens with age.
I know.
So it was good to be back in my roots, and you know, on to the next. Like I said, the legions. We're gonna tour in Scandinavia. Looks like Denmark's gonna happen too. I'm gonna do some Denmark visits.
Nice.
Seminar. So be ready. Coming in December, first week of December. And today we're gonna go to the
Vegas Classic.
Vegas Classic later.
Support. Yeah.
So this is the first time I'm able to go to the show in a very long time. I guest posed there for 1 year, 2006, I think, for Steve Carr.
Oh wow.
Now his son's running the show.
Yep, Austin.
So looking forward to seeing all these local competitors and giving support there. So
We'll do some filming.
So make sure you guys comment below. If you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe now. Click the button. And we'll see you guys at the next Jaywalk.
All right.